What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, I picked up a golf cart this morning, 75 bucks. Not sure if it runs or not, but let's take a good look at it. It's a 36 volts, but we may be able to get 48 volts to work with it because of the controller that's in it. I don't know. Let's see what we got. We might not have anything. We might have junk. We might have something. I'm not exactly sure. Let's just jump into it. So the story is correct. I paid 75 bucks for this morning from my local cart shop, and it's where I picked some more of them up in the past. This was a trade-in this week, and by the shape of it, they didn't want to mess with it. They had it for sale for 200 bucks, and I just went up there and started shooting it with the guys, and finally I said, you know, what's the best deal? He said 100. I said, how about 75? He says, I'll take it. So I got it for 75 bucks. First thing we're missing is the fender flares on both sides, which is a-okay. But there's holes there that if we wanted to replace those. Tires don't look bad. Plenty of tread on the tires, especially these on the front here, over there. Plenty of tread there as well. Now, the golf cart is an EZGO Sepix, 36 volt. Got your switch there on the dash. There's your serial and date code there. Seats look decent. Back seat is a Genesis kit, I believe. It says Genesis right there. It's a Mad Jack's Genesis kit. It's got a roof rack on top that's rusted up pretty good. It's got your lights. I mean, it's dirty. You guys can already see in the frame. But we'll go up underneath the cart here in just a little bit and see what all it's got. Walking over the trailer. Got a little lift kit on it. It's got your fender flares on this side. And these are lights, or were lights, and they're probably mounted on those two brackets right there. Okay. Not a bad looking cart, especially for 75 bucks. 2001 and a half and up. Has a 4-bolt steering wheel, or steering column. Rear tire looks pretty good here as well. So, first appearance, 75 bucks. I think we did a-okay. It is a 36 volt cart. Let's look up underneath the cart next. It does show signs of weathered rust, surface rust. I think mainly surface rust. I don't think there's any real damage other than the battery tray itself. On there, got stuff like that really throws it off. Back in here, yeah, probably live close to the ocean somewhere. Got six volt batteries. Down here, looks about average, I reckon. Let's check the frame rail over here. From what I can see, it doesn't look too terrible bad, other than that battery poking out right there. The brakes work on it. And the back in here, that doesn't look too bad. One of the main reasons I bought it was it's got an all-tracks controller, and if memory serves me well, that'll work with 36 or 48 volts. And well, we can go ahead and scrap these batteries. We'll probably make our money back in just battery scrap there, or majority of it, for what we got in the cart. The back seats, it does flip up still here, because we could pull this right here pin. That'll go up. The back seat will go up as well. That's not bad. So that's what we got. We're going to get it off the trailer. I might try to spray it down some before we put it in the shop. Get it cleaned up the best we can before we start working on it. Then I'm going to snatch the batteries out. We're going to go for it. I'm going to see if we can use it here with 48 volts or not. I don't think I have a 36 volt battery. So we'll go from there. We'll catch you in just a minute. I'm not going to bore y'all with this step at all, but we're just going to go ahead and try to knock majority of the dust off of it if we can. And try to clean it out as well. Might be a decent cart, just hiding in the rough, you know what I mean? Well, I've literally just finished spraying it off. That's the only thing I did. I didn't add any kind of detergent, soaps, or anything to it. You know, it looks good when it's wet. Obviously, everything does. It's kind of like having, you know, clear coat on something. Everything's going to shine. It is going to dull out, I know that, but I don't know if you guys can see how much sand and everything came off the bottom of this cart here, you know, from probably riding around at the beach or whatever. Still doesn't look bad. The floor doesn't look bad. You know, it's wet. Of course, you know, like I said, it's not going to stay shiny like right here, but I think we could clean the seats if we needed to. Even the back ones, they're good. No rips, no tears. Need to clean all of this sort of here stuff out of the dash. But down under here, you can now see the controller. It's an XCT controller. Couldn't see that before. 2020 battery, 6 volts. We're going to go ahead and yank those out of here in just a little bit once it's kind of finished drying. And I think that'll be a little bit easier to roll. Yeah, you can see the tires starting to turn. I think if we use some tire cleaner, that would really bring the black back out in it. You know, these wheels could really be used to a good rattle can paint job on there. I was just thinking about a good little cheap cart for someone. It's kind of what I was thinking of. You know, still need to clean out back here as well. But all in all, not a bad looking cart. You know, not a bad looking deal. Definitely going to remove the roof rack on there. Don't like that. And as bad a shape as it in, that would really deter people away from something like this right here. You know, I do like the shape of it. Looks like it was probably made for a golf cart roof. Might keep it, might have it sandblasted or something. I don't know. Might just, be honest with you, might just list it on Marketplace for sale. Might do that by itself. Looking down here, the pedal came back up. It was coming back up. I need to work that back and forth some. There it goes. It's wanting to come back up. Some WD-40 or either some penetrating oil would probably help that a lot. And get this right here cleaned up the best we can. But with that being said, we've knocked most of the dirt off and the sand and just the beach. And I'd rather be at the beach than here right now. But anyways, what can we do? So I'm gonna let this right here finish fully drying. I might go ahead and yank the batteries out. I'll pick you back up once it's in the shop and dry. Well, it looks and smells just like the beach. All right, got the batteries out, got it cleaned out some, and I'll have to admit the battery tray is not in that bad of shape. I've seen a lot better, but I've seen a lot worse as well, and structurally it's still there. Some of the surface rust was peeling, and some like the paint or the powder coat, it was peeling off of it. But it's fine. The wiring, there's some extra wiring in here. It's coming along up here and in here. We got positive and ground right here. We have this green wire right there. The only thing I've seen was the rear tail lights, and it looked like it had lights from the front. It also has this little gauge right here as well. I don't have a 36 volt, well, I do have a 36 volt battery, except it's really heavy and I don't want to lift it in and out. I believe the XCT All-Tracks will work on 48 volt as well. I am going to look that up before I attempt this next step here. But with the solenoid in place here, solenoid could be bad. It might still be good. I don't know. Got your run tow switch right there. We got our positive and negative cable. We'll still need to bypass the reed switch in this receptacle right here. But I'm going to place a battery in here, or 48 volt in here, in just a minute after I check that controller out. I just want to double check it. I believe that's correct, but I just want to double check it. And we're going to see if we can have a running golf cart just the way it sits. And if it sits right here, I will probably not do much to this right here, other than maybe clean it a little bit, maybe spray paint the wheels or something. I'm not exactly sure just yet, but it is what it is. And we're about the next step was probably putting the battery in, but y'all probably seen me use this battery in the last couple of videos. The fact that I like this battery here, I'm using it just on these Will It Run carts. I'm not using it to power anything high powered, even power the golf cart really. It's just a 51.2 volt, 30 amp hour battery. It's got a carrying case handle on it. It's very lightweight, 30 amp hours, it's probably going to give you about 10 miles of distance on it. I'll put a link to this right here, you know, in the description below if you want to check this right here out. But it's dirt cheap, less than 500 bucks. So that's why I've been using it, and I can just carry it in and out the golf cart pretty easily. But we're gonna just hook this right here up to the cart, and before I do that, I probably need to go ahead and remove that spade so we can remove those right there zip ties, and take this right here wire and jump it to the positive as well to see if this thing will move or not. All right, let's see what we got here. Had to get my dikes ready. Put some of these wire ties. This looks fairly new here, which is weird. Okay. Cut that bad boy off right there. Strip her back a little bit. We'll get that battery in here, and then I probably won't put a ring terminal on here in case it runs. We don't need this yet. Put that out of the way. We just need this. We need these two cables here. And that should be it to see if she'll run. If she does, I'd be ecstatic. Probably won't do nothing with this cart, but maybe shoot some rattle can on some parts and see if we can put it on the move and get it out of here. So, like I said, that thing doesn't weigh much at all. It is wider than a normal battery tray though. I better turn it off just in case that foot pedal was, if it does want to take off on us. Might have a bad motor, might have a bad controller, might have bad wiring. Could have all kinds of things. That's going to that there. And that there being the solenoid. Alright, so the battery is semi-connected. I'm going to put this on here as well. Let's see what we got, if we got anything or not. Nothing forward or reverse, no buzzer. Nothing there. Nothing there. Could the toe switch be on or off? We got a backup buzzer. It wants to move. I swear. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second. 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 All right. Bring you back here. Only thing we've done is place a battery in there. That's the only thing we've done. It was sold under the assumption that it did not run because it had rust on it and it didn't look great. Okay, I get that in most cart shops. Some cart shops don't want to sell stuff that looks like this, right? 100%, I get it, 100%. But some cart shops will. Some cart shops are like, you know what? What's on that line right there has no warranty at all, none expressed at all. But this one here, let's see if it'll go forward. It looked like it wanted to go in reverse, but I didn't take it in reverse. This is forward. That is forward. Okay, so it looks like we have a running golf cart. The next problem we have, or the problem that we have that's not really seen, is the sticking throttle. And we need, I was about to say throttle cable. We need to see if we can lube up the throttle enough to where it won't stick if you just press it, because when it started going in reverse, I had to pull it back up manually, and if you don't do that, it would just kept on going, obviously. So we got to do that. Let's do that next. I turn it off and turn that off. We got us a running golf cart now again. Just oh, they've had that there because that's not that. I mean, one thing we could do is we could just take it and we just stick a screw in the back if you really wanted to. I'm not sure if I'm gonna dump any money into this golf cart or not, but might just leave that on there because that's how they had it. And yeah, might just leave it like alone. Anyways, let's see if we can get that accelerator pedal loosened up and get it free. All right, so the only thing I've done, spray some WD-40 in these pivoting points here. Went underneath the golf cart, spray WD-40 and some spray lubricant around the area, all the, you know, the pivoting points of the accelerator pedal. Not saying it's perfect, but I think that's better. We're gonna take it for a ride here in just a second and see what it does. Let's see if we have any other noises or anything, but dude, you cannot beat that. Anyways, let's see, did I turn it on? I don't know if I turned the thing on or off. Yeah, I did. I turned the tow run switch off. Turn it back on. Once I turn this on, we should have reverse, and we do. So that's it. Let's make this a one-shot rolling type deal here. I do not have the battery strapped in, so there it is. Got this little golf cart. I'm trying not gonna hit no bumps or anything. I don't want that battery to fall out of place. I don't have it ratcheted in or anything, but seems like regenerative braking is kicking in. I want to slow it down. Accelerator pedal just came back up on its own, so that's good. Dash needs to be sprayed with something, either a paint or Armor All or something. But it is what it is. I mean, it's not like it's a high dollar golf cart by no means. I mean, look at the steering wheel, it's upside down. But seems like when you take your foot off the accelerator pedal, it takes a little bit longer to kick in. Maybe that's the settings on the Alltrax, but since the Alltrax is an aftermarket controller, you can set those differently, and but that seems to work fine. It's picking up speed. Brakes work good. Brakes lock into place there. Just an old cart that needed batteries was all it was. So another thing we'd probably need to do is address these wires and headlights. I might do that later, I might not on camera. It's kind of boring to some people, but it is what it is. We got us another running golf cart. I keep saying golf cart wrong for some reason. I said golf cart like I was northern. But anyways, I guess I'm gonna just end the video here. I don't know what else to show. I mean, we've had some good luck with this right here run. I mean, we didn't do anything with this, just place a battery in it. But It is what it is, guys. Appreciate y'all watching today's video. And until next time, we'll see y'all later.